The Illuminati, Quest for World Domination, Part 3. The promise and vision of the UN. We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order. An order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders. President George Bush, Sr., 1991. I call upon all states to join ranks in order to found the new world order of the 21st century. Nicolas Sarkozy, French President, 2007. And people talked then, in 1990, of the New World Order. What they actually meant then was a new political order. The question for us is, how do we meet and master all these challenges to ensure that Britain enhances its competitiveness in the process and realizes what I believe is our destiny for success in this new world order. So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, a new world is emerging. It is a new world order, with significantly different and radically new challenges for the future. Gordon Brown, British Prime Minister, 2007. What the symbols mean. On the back of the dollar bill, you'll see the circle symbol on the left-hand side of the bill. Inside the circle, you'll read Annuit Coeptus, which means our enterprise is now a success, or our enterprise is crowned with success. Okay, so you say fine, now you have an enterprise crowned with success. But what enterprise are you talking about? At the bottom, inside the very same circle symbol is printed, Novus Ordo Seclorum. Novus means new, Ordo means order. Seclorum is where we get the word secular, meaning the world, so what the symbol is meaning to say is a new order of the world. Freemasons designed the dollar bill. There are 13 layers in the pyramid inside the circle symbol on the back of the dollar bill. There are 13 letters in Annuit Coeptus. 13 is a very important number to this secret society. There are 13 stripes. There are 13 stars here, which make up the Star of David if you look at the arrangement. There are 13 berries that the eagle claw holds. There are 13 arrows held in the other claw. 13 leaves. There's 32 feathers here and 33 feathers there. Everything is done in sequences of 13. This is what we call Masonic symbolism. Freemasons designed this dollar bill. And again, I draw your attention to the 13 stars, which collectively make up the Star of David, and there's a reason why. On the $1 bill in the front right corner, where the number is, you'll see an owl at the top left of the number, sitting in the crevice of the border that outlines the number 1 when you magnify it very, very large. The owl is a symbol of the Bohemian Society. The Bohemian Society meets in California on the last 2 weeks of July of every year. There are pictures showing all of the living presidents, excluding the new one. But all of the living presidents are shown at the Bohemian Grove in Northern California, and they're all wearing red and black Ku Klux Klan dress type of regalia with the pointed headdress and everything. That would be quite a sight to see presidents dressed up like Ku Klux Klan members, wouldn't it? And they're standing in front of a big open pit of pyre. Behind them is about a 20 to 25 foot owl. There are articles in Elle magazine and Time magazine that show basically the same pictures and say that the presidents meet with all the heads of industry throughout the world, all of the heads of state throughout the world, and all of the most important wheeler dealers of this country. They all meet up in Northern California, and they have rituals where they go before this huge owl after midnight with a fire burning in front of it. and the dark woods as a backdrop. Wow, what a picture you've got. All the presidents dressed up like Ku Klux Klanners, with black and red robes on, standing before an owl. These are your presidents of this country. The reason why they chose the owl is because the owl is used in Europe as a symbol by secret societies, because the owl is considered wise, because it sees things in the dark. The implication, of course, is that's why they're there where they are, because they're very brilliant, and they know things that you don't know. The Bohemian Grove. It began in Northern California over 100 years ago, when locals began to spread rumors of bizarre occult rituals being held and conducted in the ancient redwood groves of Sonoma County. As the decades passed, it became clear that these incredible stories had a basis in truth, and their source was a 72,000-acre club known as the Bohemian Grove. In the time period between the mid-1970s and the early 1990s, scores of reporters attempted to infiltrate the Grove. All attempts were unsuccessful. Grove security identified them, threw them out for trespassing, and in some cases had the local police arrest them. To many, it seemed that the Grove's secrets would never become public. All of that changed on July 15, 2000, when the veil of secrecy was ripped aside and the Bohemian Grove was successfully penetrated on their high holy day, and the cremation of care ritual was captured by video camera in its entirety. As this news spread across the planet that the Bohemian Grove had been blown wide open, their secrets were public, and the people were amazed. It's amazing to learn that the US presidents and British prime ministers, German chancellors, and the Hollywood elite, the heads of business and academia, the Federal Reserve chairman, were traveling to the Grove each year, and that presidents had been going there every year since the turn of the last century in 1900. Each new revelation of ritualistic depravity was shocking to know. Fools, 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 when will ye learn? O owl, prince of all mortal wisdom, owl of Bohemia, we beseech thee, grant us thy counsel. Excerpt from the Bohemian Grove Ritual. Why do these people behave so strange? Why are these people so secretive? Why would they be angry if someone snuck in? Because they take it very, very seriously. This is one of the hallmarks of the occult and secret societies. The word occult means secret, hidden and difficult to see. An occult fracture. Secrecy is part of their religion. They revel in it, and when it's violated, they become extremely angry. Our social lives of going to the ball games or the PTA meetings might be a little different than your average world leader or corporation chief, because in their spare time, they're worshiping Molech and gleefully doing mock human sacrifices in secluded wooded areas. Are we supposed to just accept that behavior as normal and simply get used to them as being our leaders? I think not. You can understand more about Molech and human sacrifices in the book of Leviticus, chapters 18 through 20 of the Holy Bible. Think about it. If your neighbor was engaging in mock human sacrifices to Molech, the demon idol worshipped all over the Mediterranean and the Middle East, would you let that neighbor walk your dog, or house sit? Or how about letting them babysit your children, or be in control of the nuclear launch codes? Well, let me give you a revelation. They are in control of the national deficit, of Congress, of your bank account, of your local police department, and they see you as cattle, as their slaves.